Good morning. I was reading this morning in the Gospel of John, in the 13th chapter, around about verses 34 and 35. A new command I give to you. Love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. This is one of those times when we pull together and try and figure out how exactly to answer that question. What does it mean for us, the Parish of the Transfiguration, to show our love demonstrably for one another as a witness to those around us and as a witness to the goodness of God? We've made a decision already that you will have known about. We stopped gathering on Sunday morning. We stopped coming together in large gatherings with the hope that by keeping apart, we'll play our part in stemming the flow or stemming the tide or stopping the transmission of the COVID-19 virus, that if we keep apart, that virus will eventually run out of steam. I hope it works. And we're willing to give it a try. And that staying apart and maybe even giving up something very important to us is an important strategy for dealing with this illness, and it's also an important way of showing those around us that we love them and that we love each other, even if it costs us a little bit. Lisa and I continue to work on ways together that we can invite you into worship distance for a little while. We will continue to have Sunday morning prayer to offer pastoral messages. Lisa this week is offering a homily on Galatians and John, exploring the church as our mother and the things that we can do now, and maybe even the things we continue to explore things like Bible studies, of ways of bringing people together, if even from a distance, to continue this idea of Christian discipleship, that we are gathered for a very specific purpose sometimes, not only to love one another, but to grow and learn in how to be that loving person and for what reason. The last thing that we will do is pray. I am praying for you. I know Lisa is too. And that leads us to what you can do. Important. This is your faith. This is your church just as much, and perhaps even more than it is mine. So, what you can do is pray. We're going to work on to each other, finding ways to share our needs and victories and joys and sadnesses over the next little while. So if you need prayer, if you want to share some of those joys or sadnesses, some of the struggles or victories, by all means reach out to me or reach out to someone in your parish and share with them, so that we can pray for you, so that we can mourn with you, and so we can celebrate with you. And then join us in praying. Your prayers mean a great deal. And there is that speaks volumes to the importance of faith in this time when we can't pray together physically, when we can't be in the same room. I'm going to do my best to make sure that we continue as a real Christian presence in each of our communities. We have work to do, and we can find ways of doing it. We will need you. I will need your support. The parish will need your support, whatever that looks like, and there's a few ways that you have been offering support that I would ask you to continue, whether it's your time or resources or whatever else. We need you still. And I'd love to hear your ideas. What can we do? What is it that you need? And how can we meet those needs for you and for this community? That's our next step. We are early in the process, But I think we can do this. And I know that it's worth doing for the sake of this church, for the sake of our love for one another, and for the sake of the gospel. Thank you.